asked me why I am doing all this. But even if I were to tell you why, I doubt very strongly that the knowledge would change anything at all. But let's say I take the time to explain it to you. What do you think will happen then? As I said earlier, what I want is to create peace and to bring about justice. Then tell me, what is your goal? Oh, I see. That is noble of you. That would be justice. However, what about my family, my friends, my village? They suffered the same fate as this village at the hands of you, Hidden Leaf Ninja. How is it fair to only let you people preach about peace and justice? Once, the Land of Fire and the Hidden Leaf Village have grown too big. To protect their national interests, they forced feudal clans to wage war with each other, and profited from it. Otherwise, the people of the villages would have starved. As it happened, our little nation and its villages became the battlefield for which the great nations waged their war. Each time they did, our nation was ravaged and laid to waste. After many such battles, the great nations stabilized, but our small nation suffered, and it barely recovered. You and I are both seeking the very same thing. We both want to achieve the peace that Jiraiya Sensei had envisioned. You and I are the same. We're both motivated by our desire for peace and justice. The justice that I have delivered against the Leaf Village is no different than what you are trying to do to me. Everyone feels the same pain when losing something dear. You and I have both experienced that pain. You strive for your justice, and I strive for mine. We are both just ordinary men who have been driven to seek vengeance in the name of justice. And if one comes to call vengeance justice, such justice would only breed further vengeance and trigger a vicious cycle of hatred. Right now, we live in such a cycle. I know our past. I can foretell our future. It is the same as our history. So we believe that human beings simply cannot understand each other, and they never will. The shinobi world of ours is ruled by hatred, and hatred alone. So, Naruto, how would you confront this hatred in order to create peace? I want to know what your answer is. But you see, that is why I formed the Akatsuki, to break the cycle of hatred. I can put an end to it, but I need the Nine Tails. I must have his power in order to achieve that goal. I'll use all 9 beasts to create a tailed beast weapon many times stronger than the one that flattened this village. Strong enough to wipe out an entire nation instantly. I'm going to show the world what true pain is, and stop all wars with the terror that pain will inspire. I shall lead the world down the road to stability and to peace. Human beings are not the most intelligent of creatures. This is the only way that peace can be achieved. Of course, after several decades, that pain too will also fade away with time. It will no longer act as a deterrent. Humanity will return to war again. This time they will use the tail beast weapon against one another and reconfirm what true pain is. And then for a time, peace will be briefly restored again. In the course of this cycle of hatred begetting more hatred, this unbearable pain will give rise to momentary peace. That is my dream and my goal. Peace is now within our grasp.